Now, I've been making devlogs for this game for a good while now, and I realize I haven't properly explained what the game is about, so that's the point of this video. I've had some people ask me, like, oh, how Cult of Perdition is going, which is wild to me because that isn't even the name of the game anymore. The name of the game is Soul Machine, and it's been that for a good while now. And I'll give you a quick little elevator pitch to give you more of an understanding. A solar system changed the laws of nature. They changed the laws of humanity, and you can change everything. Ledham was once a paradise until a strange race found the unsuspecting planet. They came not to destroy, but to convert cities into towering monoliths, people into monsters, and the sky into a prison. Now, deep buried within the aliens' monolith, one survivor rose, armed with scrap and objects carved from gravity itself. Only you can undo the horrific changes they have made. Fight like a machine with soul and purpose. Whoa! Crazy shit. Insane. Now, if you like the sound of that, feel free to wishlist the game Soul Machine on Steam. The one in all capitals. There's another game with the same name. That's fine. I don't care. Hopefully they don't care. But I'll run you through gameplay stuff, then story stuff, and little bits and bobs. That'll be the flow of the video. Okay. So, the gameplay behind Soul Machine is your average roguelike structure, but I wanted to make it really branch out. The idea came from Risk of Rain. I play a lot of Risk of Rain 2, and in the game you go from stage 1 to 6, then fight the last boss, Mithrix, and yeah, you won. However, there are things here and there that take you off the main path and onto little side stages. You can even go back to stage 1 with an added difficulty. I really like that idea, but I got the idea of mixing that with like the Choose Your Own Adventure books. Did anyone read them when they were little? I loved them. They were so good. But my idea for Soul Machine, you wake up inside one of the aliens' monoliths and traverse your way around. Some things may take you down this path, some may take you down another. I even wanted to follow a general map to get you, like, on one stage, you got to go through, like, these pathways, or, just something like that. Maybe you can unlock something down this specific pathway and only on this one specific stage. So it's kind of, you gotta plan your route. Upon release, the game probably won't have all that many pathways, but obviously I'll update it and probably even add like DLCs and expansions and shit later on. My plans for gameplay mechanics, I like to think are unique, mainly the gun system, but I'll get to that second. Firstly, the relic system. You might have heard me go on about this before, so I won't say too much, but it functions like your average roguelike upgrade. How it works is the player has 8 slots, and at the very end of the stage, the player will be able to pick between 3 of them. 3 relics, unlike these little pedestals. The player will also have the option to override pre-existing relics. Relics will also stack, but due to only 8 slots, you have to think like, yeah, is this worth it? That's about all for the relic system. The gun system. The gun system is one of my favorites. How it functions is the player has 3 main gun parts: pistol core, rapid core, and the spread core. Pistol core, semi-automatic weapon. The rapid core is the full auto variant, and the spread core is a semi-auto, but it acts like a shotgun, firing multiple things at once. There are then 2 attachments off of the core, which is the barrel and the stock. The barrel attachment, as you know, attaches onto the barrel of the gun. Wow. The barrel is an active upgrade, reworking how the gun fires. Examples like the cannon barrel for the pistol. Stocks are passive upgrades, examples like the accelerating stock for the rapid core. Now, some barrels can act as passive upgrades, but I won't make many. The rapid core is the only one with a barrel like that at the moment, and it just increases the speed of the gun. Now, you might have picked up that I mentioned barrel for X and stock for Y. That is because barrels and stocks are not interchangeable. Barrels and stocks are only assigned to one specific core. A little fun mechanic tip is meleeing and grabbing the gun into a slide. This gives a massive boost. It's pretty fun, but more on that on another video. Now, story/lore stuff. Wow. The story is heavily inspired by science fiction tropes that I like, and games that I like. Examples are Half-Life. I really like Half-Life. I'm a huge science nut as well. Big fan. The story of what I'm willing to give more so facts about, like the planet Ledham, is the planet that most of the story takes place on, orbiting the black hole Potens 580 astronomical units away. Or 86,770,000,000 kilometers away. Ledum is a planet, meaning planet orbiting a black hole, but for the sake of simplicity, I will keep referring to it as a planet. Ledum was once a lush planet inhabited by humans until an alien race called the Muttfight invaded the planet, using significantly more advanced technology than the humans had. They ripped apart cities, used the materials to construct the large-scale monoliths and other constructions. Some small human structures remained, but very little, kind of just like remnants of broken down towns. And some facts about Potens, the black hole that Ledum orbits. Potens is a supermassive curved black hole at the center of the solar system with 100 million solar masses and the radius of 295 million kilometers. Due to Potens' strange setup with its planet Letum, it made it a point of interest for the Muttfights, causing them to discover the life living on Letum, which led to the invasion. Pretty epic stuff. Still working on a bunch of things here and there. There's also a lot more story stuff because I like storytelling, but I'm not going to say that. Now, the game won't shove the story down your throat. It's kind of just scattered around in places for you to find. That way, if you actually want the story, you have to actively search for it. I'm a big fan of games that don't shove it in your face, unless it's like a story game like Half-Life or fucking Silent Hill. Like, that's an exception. I may have gone a bit crazy with the world building. I even have a whole taxonomic family tree for the enemies in my game. That's about everything, I'd say. Yep. If you have any questions about the science behind the solar system or small questions about like the law or just anything in general, feel free to ask me in the comments or in my Discord. That's a thing. Whoa. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you like the game or the sound of it. Wishlist it, please. Yep. Thank you.